Hey man, let's talk about something that's probably been driving you crazy. You know that woman who keeps showing up in your life? The one who disappears for weeks, maybe months, then suddenly she's back with a text, a call, or just showing up like nothing happened. You've probably asked yourself 100 times, why does she keep doing this? What does she want? And more importantly, why can't you seem to let her go? Well, today I'm breaking down the exact psychology behind why she keeps coming back to you. And listen, this isn't about playing games or manipulation. This is about understanding the deep psychological triggers that make you absolutely irresistible to her, even when she tries to walk away. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what's happening in her mind and how to use this knowledge to your advantage. Let's get into it. You see, most guys think women come back because they missed the relationship, but that's not it. She comes back because you represent something she can't find anywhere else: emotional safety. Think about it. In a world full of guys trying to impress her, trying to win her over, trying to prove themselves, you're the one who just exists. Calm, steady, unbothered. Here's what's happening in her mind. Every other guy she meets is either too eager, too needy, or too unpredictable. But you're consistent. She knows exactly what she's getting with you. And that predictability, that stability, it becomes addictive. She might leave thinking she wants excitement, adventure, something new. But when the chaos of other relationships hits, she remembers you. The guy who didn't chase, didn't beg, didn't make her life complicated. And here's where it gets interesting. The more you don't react when she leaves, the more valuable you become in her mind, because every guy she's ever known has either fought for her or given up completely. You're doing neither. You're just there, strong, unshaken, unbothered. That's power, my guy. Look, women are masters at reading between the lines. When she leaves and you don't chase, don't beg, don't blow up her phone, she notices. At first, she might feel relieved, but then something shifts. She starts wondering, why isn't he fighting for me? What's he doing? Who's he with? This is where her imagination becomes your biggest ally. While you're living your life, focusing on yourself, maybe hitting the gym, hanging with friends, working on your goals, she's creating stories in her head. She's wondering if you've moved on, if there's someone new, if you're happier without her. And that uncertainty, it eats at her. I had a friend who went through this exact situation. His ex left him for another guy, said she needed space, needed to find herself. He didn't chase. 3 months later, she's back, asking what he's been up to, commenting on his social media, finding excuses to text. Why? Because in those 3 months, he became a mystery, and women are drawn to mystery like a moth to flame. Here's something most guys never realize. When a woman has been with you, especially if you treated her well, you become her standard. Every guy she meets after you gets compared to you. And here's the brutal truth. Most of them don't measure up. She might leave thinking the grass is greener, but when she's with other guys, she notices things. This guy doesn't make her laugh like you did. That guy doesn't understand her the way you did. Another guy is too clingy, too demanding, too much work. Suddenly, all the things she took for granted about you become crystal clear. And it's not just about the good times, it's about how you handled conflict, how you respected her space, how you made her feel secure even when things got tough. Those qualities, they're rare, and she knows it. So she keeps coming back because she's searching for that same feeling, that same connection, and she can't find it anywhere else. Women hate loose ends. They hate unresolved situations. And if your relationship ended without closure, without a clear resolution, it stays in her mind like an open loop. She might tell herself she's over it, but part of her brain is still processing, still trying to make sense of what happened. This is why she keeps coming back for clarity, for closure, for one more conversation. But here's what's really happening. She's testing the waters. She's seeing if the connection is still there, if you still affect her the way you used to. And every time you respond calmly, confidently, without desperation, you're proving that you're still the man she fell for in the first place. This is the big one, man. The reason she keeps coming back is because you've shown her something most men never do, that you're complete without her. You don't need her validation, her attention, her approval to feel good about yourself. You're not sitting around waiting for her to come back and save you from loneliness. And that independence, that self-sufficiency, it's magnetic, because every other guy she's been with has needed something from her, needed her to make them feel important, needed her to fill some void in their life. But you're different. You want her, but you don't need her. And that distinction is everything. When she sees that you've continued growing, continued building your life, continued being the man you are with or without her, it triggers something primal. She realizes that being with you isn't just about having a boyfriend. It's about being chosen by someone who has options, someone who could be with anyone but chooses to be with her. First, understand that her coming back isn't about weakness or confusion. It's about recognition. She recognizes value when she sees it, and you, my guy, are valuable. But don't let that go to your head. Don't use this as an excuse to play games or manipulate situations. Instead, stay consistent. Be the man who doesn't chase but doesn't run. Be the man who's happy to see her but doesn't need her to be happy. Be the man who has his own life, his own goals, his own purpose. And if she wants to be part of that, great. If not, you'll be fine either way. Because here's the truth. The moment you start chasing, the moment you start needing her validation, you lose everything that made you attractive in the first place. You become just another guy who needs her to feel complete. And that's not who you are. Look, she keeps coming back because you're rare. In a world full of men who don't know their worth, who chase after women who don't appreciate them, who lose themselves in relationships, you stand apart. You know who you are, what you bring to the table, and you're not willing to compromise that for anyone. So the next time she comes back, remember this. She's not doing you a favor. You're not lucky that she's giving you another chance. She's recognizing what she lost, and she's hoping you'll let her back into your world. The choice is yours, my guy. Choose wisely, and remember, whether she stays or goes, you'll be fine, because that's who you are. That's your power, and that's exactly why she keeps coming back.